Hi, my name is Laura Lee, and I'm going to walk you through how to set up some basic functionality in Brightspace that you'll need to have there before your students get into the classroom on Sunday evening. So the first thing I'm going to go over is how to set up your instructor profile. You will click on these three dots, and this feature is going to be used to replace your faculty availability tab in Blackboard. So you'll have your name, your picture, your contact information, you'll fill in your phone number, and also your office hours. So I'm going to first type my name under display name. If you already have a profile picture uploaded that you want to use, you can just click use my profile picture. Or if you do not, you could also click on this little cloud button and choose a file from your computer. Then you'll want to scroll down and type in your office hours phone number. This is the one that you use for your interaction desktop. And then you'll type in your office hours next to the corresponding days. Okay, and then when you scroll down, you will see that you have the academic services phone number already populated, technical support number, as well as the librarian's phone number. So you don't have to edit anything there. And then below that, you'll have the calendar. This is already auto-populated by the course setup, so you do not have to do anything with the calendar. The student will automatically see the due date set up there. If you scroll down, let's make sure you hit save. And then as you scroll down, you will see the announcements. You can click create an announcement, and you can either choose to copy and paste it directly from Blackboard. I'm going to show you how you can also use the HTML editor. However, I have found that this doesn't always work, but it does at least carry your text over. So if you click on edit an announcement in Blackboard, you can click HTML, and that will give you the HTML code. You copy and paste that, and then go over to your new announcement. And for this one, I'm just going to say, welcome to HM 2010. And then this is the HTML editor for Brightspace. I'm going to paste it here. And it should carry over your fonts and everything. Sometimes it is a little bit glitchy, but you can see it didn't carry over my image, but it did carry over the rest of the content. So I'm going to go in and actually add my picture manually. And to do that, I'm going to click on Insert Stuff, which is this little triangle, and search for the file on my computer that I want to use. And for this one, I'm going to use here we go, hit upload. And if it's an image, you don't have to enter anything under link text or alternative text. You can just click this is a decorative and click insert. So then once you have that, how you like it, let me move my screen so you can see what I'm doing down here. There's a publish button. You can also scroll down and adjust the date if you want to. If it's your welcome announcement and you want it there when the course starts, you don't have to. But say, for instance, you wanted to post a week 3 announcement, you would go in and adjust the start date here, just like you do in Blackboard when you're setting up your announcements to be released later. You can add additional attachments if you want to. And you hit publish. And this is a GIF type image, so that's why it's moving like that. And then when you go back and click on Course Home, it should show up. All right, the next thing you want to make sure that you do once you've set up your announcement and your profile, you want to make sure that you include those learning support tools. So we used to keep those under the student lounge in Blackboard, But in Brightspace, it's really nice because you're able to go into the bulletin board, which is right on that course homepage, and add a post. So for this one, I'm going to go back into Blackboard, go into the student lounge so I can see what I have for my week 1 learning support tool. Oops. Week 1. And for this one, I have a YouTube video, so I'll show you how to attach that. You will copy and paste. You can copy and paste just the text into Brightspace. There isn't a title bar and additional box below that. It's all just one box for the bulletin board. So for YouTube links, what you'll need to do is, again, click the attachment button. That's the little piece of paper with a paper clip. And then for videos, it usually works best if you click attach web link. And then you can copy and paste the URL. And then you can also type in a title. I'm just going to say week 1 assignment help video. Then click post. And then students will be able to see your learning support tool under the bulletin board. And I will just go ahead and click to view as a student. All right, so you'll see week 1 won't show here yet because it hasn't opened for students, but you can see your profile is complete. You can see your announcement is showing up, and then you should see your bulletin board post. So then when you want to create additional weeks, you can set everything up at once if you want, and just add for each learning support tool each week a different post. You can also set it up to post later. So if you don't want to post it until that week is active, like if I wanted to post a week 2 learning support tool, I could set it up to a release on maybe Friday the 16th, since that's when students have access to week 2. All right, the next thing that you might want to do for your course setup is to go in to your week 1 discussion board and create a discussion post, a welcome post. So you will scroll down until you find the discussion forum. Oh, I'm still in student view. Let me change that back to instructor view. And you can go either through coursework, and that will pull up all of the weeks, and you can go that way, or you can also click on the weekly tiles that was on the course homepage. Either way will take you to the same place. So scroll down to the discussion. To start a new thread. You can type, your greeting, your welcome, and additional tips. But for this case, I'm just going to copy and paste this content in. And sign my name and then hit post. So that way students will see my post when they log in to start their weekly discussions. Right, there's also a student lounge feature. And this is where students can go in and introduce themselves, and you can go in and you can create an introduction yourself, so you can introduce yourself to the students. And then you have your form that you'll need to complete as well, your quality monitoring form for this first start. So it gives you some things to check off. It says, please provide a course name and section. You want to complete this for each one of your courses in Brightspace. So I'm going to type in that this is HM 2010, section 113. It asks if your assigned course and sections appear on your homepage in Brightspace, and it does, so I'm going to click yes. Does your gradebook look correct, and are there no duplications of items? So you can find this by clicking on your grades, and then it should populate your students. And then the way to see if it has any duplicate items is to scroll over. And to make sure that nothing comes up twice, but specifically look at the very end, because sometimes when the duplicate items show up, it shows up after the final grades. But you can see here that there's nothing left after final grades, and there were no other duplicate items as I was scrolling through. So I'm going to say that that one is good to go. Do you see your students in the grade book? I did see them. Do you have all of the settings you need for this course? So as you're going through Brightspace, you'll just want to see if everything's basically showing up like it's supposed to. One good thing to check is when you're under your coursework for your individual weeks, check to make sure that your digital readings are working, especially if they're in Cengage or something, to make sure that those links are working. If you notice anything that was in the training that's not in your course, this is also where you would add that information into the form. I can see that my Cengage is loading correctly. It's going to the chapter 2 like it's supposed to. I'm not going to go through and check every link in this course because that would take a long time, but that's what you'll want to do as you're completing your quality monitoring form. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to your program lead.